Oh, and there's the second one right there. Look at perfect timing. Perfect timing. We're gonna make a ton of money. Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and today I'm gonna show you how to get unlimited nanites and unlimited storage augmentations, but you're gonna have a little bit of seed money first, and I'll show you what I mean when we get into the video. But first, I wanted to say thank you so much. We are so close to our 100,000 subscribers. You've been showing so much love for the channel, so now the big question is, what are we gonna do for 100,000 subscribers? If you're a member of the channel or if you're a subscriber on the channel, I will have a post over on the community tab. My suggestion is we pick a day, like a Friday or a Saturday, and we just stream all day and we play together and just chill out. That's my idea, but I want to know, I want to know your feedback. But before we can do any of that stuff, we need to get to 100,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed and you love No Man's Sky, hit that red subscribe button down below the video. And then we'll figure out what we're gonna do. So let's get into the details now. You know, I love creeping around on the NMS coordinates exchange over on Reddit. I'm always lurking over there looking for really cool posts from people. And specifically, this one is from Griff71. So Griff71 found this tactic. Well, he found a double first spawn on the space station in the system. I'm going to use that. I'm going to show you how to make a lot of nanites and a lot of storage augmentations so you can have unlimited amounts of them. Now, first things first, always, you're going to need a portal, and you're going to need to know all the glyphs. If you don't know how to do that, link up top and down below in the description. But let's get into the details of that so I can show you where it is, and then I'll show you how to do it. That way you could just make a ton of nanites, a ton of money if you want, and a ton of storage augmentations. So, you're going to need to be in the Euclid Galaxy, first of all, Starter Galaxy. So if you've gone any farther, like you're at Hilbert or something like that, come back to Euclid. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. You're in Euclid, don't even worry about it. So, let's go with the first glyph. Now, that's going to be a bird. Then a bird again. Then it's going to be the dragonfly. Then the beetle. Then the Triforce. Then it's going to be the tree or the flux capacitor. I like the flux capacitor better. Then it is going to be the weird face. Then it's going to be the Triforce again. Then it's going to be the whale. Then it is going to be the black hole. The whale one more time. And the last one is the moon. So either take a screenshot or pause the video, whatever you need to do. And again, all credit goes over to Griff71 over on the NMS Coordinates Exchange on Reddit. So go over there, show him some love on his post, because he did all the work. I'm just showing you some things you can do with it once you get there. Now look at the filter on this planet. Corrupted blood. Oh, God. And it is a black and white planet. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, hopefully you didn't jump through before. Always turn off your multiplayer when you're doing this. That way you don't have to fight someone else. So let's go to network and make sure your multiplayer is disabled. This is not a crashed ship, but it's always good behavior if you're going ship hunting to turn off multiplayer. That way you don't have to fight anyone else. So if someone else shows up, because you have multiplayer turned on, you're going to have to fight them. But, multiplayer's turned off, so we don't have to worry about that. So now we have to head over to the space station. So let's go do that. So once we get over to the space station, once we land anyway, there's a couple things to keep in mind. Number one, I would recommend, you don't have to, but I would recommend making sure you only have 5 starships, because the maximum number that you're allowed to have is 6. So I would say make sure you only have 5, because it's still going to work if you have 6. But the first thing is you'll have to trade in another starship. So you'll have to trade whatever, like if I get out right now, I'll have to trade this one, which is my main. I'll have to trade this one for the new one, and I don't want to do that. That's why I only have 5. If you have 6, you'll have to trade it. And number two, if you trade it, that means this one will sit here forever because the pilot will just buy it from you, but they'll never fly away. And so this one will be taking up a slot for landing, and so it'll make it a little harder to do. It's not impossible. It'll definitely work, but it'll make it harder to do. So once you get out of your starship, it creates an autosave. So let's reload that autosave because it's a first wave, which means it'll be the first one that comes in after we reload. So let's do that. So the first thing that happens when you finally load back in, you don't want to move. You just want to give it some time. It's going to take about a minute or so for these ships to come in, and your first wave will have at least one ship. And a wave is 4 or 5 ships. They'll come in and land. So the first 4 or 5, one of them will be one of the exotics. Now, if you're lucky, it'll be 2, but it's not a guarantee every time. But it is pretty much 90% guaranteed you'll get it on the first wave. Every once in a while, the random number generator will freak out and you won't get a first wave exotic, but it's very rare. Most of the time you will. So let's wait for this ships to come in. So the first one is a fighter. That's a pretty nice looking fighter. Now we can move because the ships have started to come in. We can move around a little bit. So yep. Oh, and there you go. Second ship in is the exotic. There you go. And there's another fighter coming in. You see that one right there? And so what I would do is, because there's going to be 2 of them, I would grab this one. And you're going to have to buy it, so make sure you brought your money with you. I'll show you exactly how much it costs. Let's make an offer on a ship. And this one looks pretty solid. Let's negotiate the price. Now, it's going to cost you 12 million units to buy this thing, but don't worry. When we scrap it, you'll get some of that money back. You'll get most of it back. But you see how it says I can buy one? If you're at the maximum number, you have 6 already, you'll only exchange it. And so you'll trade in my one that's worth 109 million for this 12. Totally not worth it. That's why I recommend only having 5. That way you have extra room in your garage for all this stuff. So we're going to buy it. And it's done, right? And we didn't have anything else land, right? Okay, good. So now that is in here, we're going to scrap it. So we just spent 12 million, and because we're going to scrap it, we're only going to get 8,400,000 back. So we lose about 25% of the value. So you're losing a little bit of money, but that's okay because we're gonna make it up at the end. So don't you worry about that. We're gonna claim it. So we got a whole bunch of stuff out of there. I just want to make sure the second one doesn't come in while we're waiting. And that's what I'm talking about. See, my main ship and my main slot comes in, which is a living ship, but your old one stays there. And so that's why you don't want to, trade it, because if you trade it, you'll have even more. So you don't want to worry about that. So while we're waiting for that second one to come in, what we're going to do is we go into our exosuit, and you see how we have all this stuff we could sell. We could sell our 3 upgrades. You see, we got 3 upgrades right here. Oh, let's see if that's the one. That is not. So we're good. So we got 3 upgrades. We also got 3 storage augmentations for free. Those are like $100 million a piece if you have to use them, if you buy the slots, but they're, right there for free. And then we can sell all this stuff right here. So I would recommend always to sell all this stuff just to make some room. But if you don't have time, like if the second one comes in, then you won't have time to do that. Let's come on over here so I can keep an eye on it. Second one hasn't landed yet. That's okay. Because we could always just reload and get, the first wave again. So we're going to go to sell. Boom. And we're going to sell all the different parts of the ship. 6 million right there. We're going to sell it, make our 8 million back. Handful of cogs. I wish they would have a selectable page just for the sellable parts. That way you don't have to go looking for all these pieces that you just got. We're going to keep the storage augmentations. Quantum accelerator. Yeah, let's sell that. Yeah, see, if we had a separate page just for the sellable items, like the broken pieces, that would make it so much easier. Because now we got to check our inventory again. Okay, we sold everything except for the activated copper. I'm going to keep that because activated copper is hard to come by. So you could sell it. I mean, if we were to sell it, we would actually make another 929,000 bucks. But I'm going to keep it because activated copper is hard to find. Now, we could wait for the second one, or if you don't want to, waste your time waiting for the second one, you can always reload and do it again. But you need to make an autosave again, so let's get back into our ship that came in, our main. Get back out, and now we're going to reload, and we'll do the first wave all over again.
A few moments later.
And there you go. Second one. There you go. Second one again. I mean, technically it was a tie for first because they both came in at the same time. Either way, right off the bat, we had one. Let's see if we got another one. We have one here. Nope. Just fighter, fighter, fighter. Okay, so let's talk to this guy before he flies off. Because I think you have about 30 seconds of them waiting around, and then they'll just get in their ship and fly off again. So let's make an offer. And we're going to negotiate the price. Now, this one is worth another 12 million units right there. Boom. So we got another 12 million. We're not going to exchange it. We're going to buy it because we made room since we scrapped the last one. So now this is another one. Boom. And the other one. See how our main disappeared? Our winged beast that we flew in with disappeared because this is our main right here. This is the one we're going to keep. So let's scrap this second one. And again, we're only going to get 8,400,000. So we've lost what? 4 each. So we've lost 8 million units so far, right? We've just lost 4 or 8 million. Which, hey, we made up the difference in... Oh, let's see. Nothing. Okay. We made up the difference because we were making nanites like crazy. Oh, let's get that in there again. Whoa, we didn't even sell our nanites. I forgot to sell my nanites for the last time. So we can still make the nanites. We can still sell nanites. Or sell those upgrades for nanites. Man, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay. So let's come over here. I'll show you how to sell the nanite, where you sell upgrades for nanites. So any of these shops on this side will accept them. I'm just going to pick this one at random, just because. He seems like a good guy. He needs to make some money, so let's purchase. And I know it said purchase, but you can go right up here to the sell, and you can choose to sell. And so we made 1,000 off of this one. There's 2 of them, so we'll make 1,000 off that. Pulse engine, we'll make another 900, so that's almost 2,000. And another 900, so we made almost 3,000 nanites just from 2 ships. Oh, and there's the second one right there. Look at perfect timing. Perfect timing. We're going to make a ton of money. That's kind of glitched out. Okay. But yeah, we're going to buy this one. Perfect. I can't believe how that worked out. He was like so polite. He waited for me to come back after I sold everything. So this again is another 12 million. So we're using 12 and we're getting 8 million back. So we're losing 4 million each. That is an amazing time sink and amazing way to make a ton of nanites. So hopefully you guys liked the video. If you did, hit that like button for me. And if you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. I'm uploading videos all the time, and I will see you guys next time.